And from the White House, confirmed. Take a look at this if you didn't catch this news. Kevin Warsh has been confirmed as the chairman of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System. So there you have it. So President Trump, he got his wish. It came true. He wanted Kevin Warsh to head up the Fed, and now he's going to head up the Fed. Not sure exactly what that's going to look like. I have a feeling that interest rates are going to start dropping, although I would imagine that the Board of Governors would have to, maybe not unanimously agree, but I'm sure there would have to be some majority decision if the Fed is going to lower interest rates. Because, I mean, look, everybody's got their own opinion. I don't think interest rates should be lowered in some areas, which I don't think they can cherry pick one or the other, but in housing, at least, if anything, they should be increasing the interest rates, not decreasing them, because housing's out of control. It's extremely expensive. But anyway, so yeah, Kevin Warsh confirmed as the 17th chairman of the Federal Reserve from Steve Scalise, and obviously a Republican House Majority Leader. And he says, congratulations to Kevin Warsh on his confirmation as the 17th chairman of the Federal Reserve. Kevin's experience and leadership make him exceptionally qualified for this role and will be critical to keeping America's economy strong. And from Rapid Response, confirmed Kevin Warsh is the 17th chairman of the Board of Governors of the Federal Reserve System. The yeas have it, 54 to 45. I'm sure that's along party lines, I would imagine. Although it looks like maybe a couple of Democrats may possibly have voted yes, maybe. So Speaker Mike Johnson, today we congratulate Kevin Warsh on his confirmation to serve as the 17th chairman of the Federal Reserve. Kevin possesses a deep wealth of knowledge and experience, having previously served on the National Economic Council and as the youngest ever Federal Reserve governor. At a time when the American people demand discipline, transparency, and sound monetary policy, his timely confirmation marks a new chapter for one of our nation's most fundamental institutions. Kevin will be a transformational leader for the Fed, and I look forward to his leadership as chairman. Well, it would sure be nice if he had the same philosophy as Linda McMahon, who is the Secretary of Education, and her philosophy is just to completely dissolve it, just get rid of it altogether. You know, not literally burn it down, but metaphorically, just dissolve it, get rid of the Federal Department of Education. And you know what? While we're at it, why don't we work on the Fed as well? Tom Emmer, congrats to Kevin Warsh on his confirmation as chair of the Federal Reserve. Kevin will be a great partner as we move towards solidifying America's status as the world's leader in digital assets and ensuring the United States never adopts a dangerous anti-American CBDC surveillance tool we see in communist China. I don't know, man. That sounds like something that the Democrats would absolutely love. Is China doing it? Oh, yeah. We should totally be doing it, too. And, all right, so we got that one. From a Rapid Response, we're going to move right on to the next one. The president is officially wheels down in Beijing ahead of his historic summit. President Trump is in China. It's the first state visit of a sitting U.S. president to China since President Trump last visited in 2017. So this is just footage of Air Force One landing. And notice the military presence, man. There's a lot of military out there. I mean, they're not like dressed up in their camis. They've got the formal attire on. A lot of people waiting for the president's arrival. He's supposed to be speaking with President Xi Jinping tonight, if not right, like as I speak, probably. All right, so it's 9:24 currently, my time as of this recording. Not sure of the time zone. Is it like 15 hours ahead, maybe? Probably like around noon. All right, well, we get the idea, Air Force One lands from Dan Scavino, and he's with the White House, the assistant to the president, deputy chief of staff at the White House. And he says President Trump is in China, where it is currently 5:25 a.m. Okay, so that was 5. Okay, so they're exactly 12 hours ahead of us. So there you go. I never knew that. So that should be easy to remember. Since it's 9:24 p.m. here, it's 9:24 a.m. over in Beijing right now. A big day ahead. Stay tuned throughout the night here in the States. It's a little preview, I think. Ooh, so dramatic. Is that all we're seeing? Okay, yeah, it's just like vehicle after vehicle. It's like a funeral procession, all black and white and everything. From the White House, the arrival everyone has waited for. So why not do another one? At least we see people in this one. Mr. President. Bam. All right, that was a hell of a welcome. There you go. Sean Davis breaking notice. Okay, so we're going to move on. President Trump, he's in China. That's the gist of that.